Hello, everyone. Welcome to everyone around the globe and to the panelists here. Ed, I see you there. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're good here, Sue. So much.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
guys,
get this started.
and as promised everybody by our founder and CEO, Mr. ASH MUfreh, we are here today to listen to him regarding this SEC settlement. So please pay full attention to what he has to say. I'm now going to hand it back to Susie.
Okay, thanks, Red. Once again, I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker today. His focus on the truth, transparency, and accountability is remarkable. I know he inspires us every day to be the best versions of ourselves. His commitment to excellence is bar none. What a wonderful and authentic role model he is. So today brings to closure an important chapter in this journey. Please welcome a man I know, love, and trust, our founder, and more importantly, our friend, Mr. ASH MUfreh. Welcome, Ash.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Susie, and everyone who's here. Yes, indeed. I am ASH MUfreh, and I'm your friend. I'm delighted to reconnect with you one more time. This time, I may look a little tired, unwell. My eyes could be or look bad. It's because I'm tired and I feel unwell. And this session could be a little boring, unpleasant legal stuff, and it's because it's boring and it's unpleasant legal stuff. I had to do this. I need to set the record straight, and I hope this will not be as painful for you. I want to welcome everyone on this live global update number 2. First, let me thank you for joining us last week on first a global update. Your presence and energy and support, inspiring moment for us and for our unity. I thank you for that. And thank you for being here with us again. And for those who are tuning in today, I want to especially thank you for your patience, your commitment, and your belief in our shared mission. Genuinely, your support has given us the strength at times when things were not as easy, when things were most difficult. That's what makes this more than a company. And that's what makes this a movement. Today we're here to talk about one specific case and topic. That is the SEC case resolution, and we just want to set the record straight once and for all. Now, let me address an important matter that many of you have been waiting to hear about. Pleased to announce that we have reached a final settlement with the SEC's allegations and allegations. So this allows us to put this litigation behind us and focus fully on what matters most: building, refining, expanding our new vision. Now, I know there have been some distortion, misinformation, malicious voices trying to cloud the truth. Let me be clear. Today we close that chapter. The matter is closed. As happy with the outcome, and in fact, a number of you submit specific questions. I'd like to address them now, if you allow me. Straight to the point, I'm going to forward facts that you know precisely where we stand. The case with the SEC was without us either admitting or denying the SEC's allegations. No admit, no deny. All right? Yes, I have agreed to pay $4 million personally. And in fact, I have already paid it. It's done. If I would be prevented from owning or running a new business or a different business or business in general, all right? It's that simple. And just be very, the final judgment is out in the public, and you can, there are specific or specifics that I'm happy to report. This is one very important thing, that any charges against my wife were completely dismissed, completely. And allow me to tell you, I thought settle this and realizing this settlement and this agreement was the best course. Obviously, the choices were not that easy, all right? This has been truly painful and extraordinarily expensive. Yes, millions. Frustrating experience in every direction. For myself, for my family, and the destruction in the business, and you probably suffered some of the symptoms. Like I said, I paid $4 million penalty, and I spent millions more in attorneys to defend this case, and who did a phenomenal job. The choice I faced was to engage in a long, difficult, protracted legal battle. Either I do that with a very powerful government agency, obviously the SEC, or agree to, in order to put this all behind us and move forward. Believe it, think of this. It was endure all of these, right? And pay out so many millions of dollars, then it would have to continue to draw and delay us from our work and our mission and our vision. All right, let me tell you where I got this strength and these very difficult times. Okay, so the fact is, no hero, I am perfect, but I'm excellent. I'm kidding. So it was because of, actually, it was because all of you, they're watching and listening to my words, okay? My faith in you and your loyalty to our shared dream was proven again and again and again for as long as this taken us, okay? Was proven recently when we did that, survey, when so many of you responded. Remember that, okay? When the response was staggering, okay? It was like so many, well over 9%, like I said. At another occasion, I'd love to share with you the graphs and the statistics, but I just want to focus on the SEC topic today. And you've the most optimistic scenario and expectations. That's a fact. These are numbers. Numbers don't lie. And the result were crystal clear. Almost are committed with us. With us, no matter the time, how long it takes. This is mind-boggling, and I'm so to the new vision, obviously. That dedication inspires us every day and gives us the strength to keep moving forward in a positive way. We're looking forward. Update. We mark a new beginning of new stage in our journey, a new phase, new milestone. Absolutely. It wasn't easy to get here. However, I want you to understand that we will not and chose not to continue as Onpassive. Understand that. That vehicle is far broken. In cases is not clear. That's why it was unwise. We see that it's not wise to fix in this vehicle. We're just going to focus on that. As I said, the vehicle is simply, I'm talking about Onpassive, unable to take us to where we want to go. It's that simple. It's not going to take us to where we want to go, which is to our beautiful shared dream. And discuss our next chapter, or what we're going to do and what's ahead of us today. I'm not going to discuss that. Simply, it's not the time. But let me say one thing. Our road ahead is filled with opportunity. And the best is not behind us. It's about to be revealed. So, like that, might be boring for you, not used to this. This is it. I just want to thank you for joining us today. Thank you to those who continue to believe in us. In this the dream, together we are much stronger. We are clear and we are moving forward without distraction. The journey will continue. and it continues. And the most exciting part of our day is still to come. Beautiful days ahead. Sure to stay tuned, obviously, to the best. More news are coming, the announcements. We can understand how pleased you are with this new format of communication. And I thank you. I just want to tell you, when you are purpose-driven and when you have an abundance mentality and a mindset, sometimes you have to give up something in order to move forward. What I call it is give to go up. It's the volume law, our universe. In order to place something new, you have to make space and room for it. This has taken a big space in our journey, obviously, time, resources, all of that. And we have to give it up, let it go. To reach our highest potential and step up, we have to give up something. What matters is reaching our shared goals and dreams. The mechanics of how on the long term become irrelevant. We were advised to for the long term, and I hope this will be behind us. No more distraction. We are committed to things right. No have any intention to mislead the laws. Obviously, we're committed to transparency and doing good. That's our intention. And I hope, we will wiser in a way to avoid falling into any. Perhaps I want to thank our team at, I think I can say their name, who represented us to very difficult case, and I believe strong for easy things. It was tough. We fought for it. We fought all the way, and I'm happy with the outcome. I'm happy where we are, and even happier where we're going. So I'm not in the boring. I do it ASH style, which hopefully less boring. Okay, this is the bottom line. All right. As we all understand, unfortunately, sometimes bad things happen to good people. As well, good leaders sometimes make mistakes. And the key is to not to give up, not to on fighting for the dream. This is one of the many challenges. It's not the only challenge. The SEC case is one tough battle. We did what we had to do. And I believe all SEC staff and employees had They did what they had. I met some of them virtual, some in person, actually. And professional people, they did their job. I'm not sure, but we could have a meal together. I don't have a problem. They did what they had to do. I did what I had to do. Our lawyers are. Your support was definitely indeed the backbone of tenacity and our fight. Thank you, everyone. You're a part of this accomplishment and this conclusion. So what does it mean? Paid $4 million and my personal obligation in terms of money, that's it. However, you might ask, the first question is business. I said yes, but let me explain to you in plain English what I'm aware of, okay, and how I understand it. Again, I don't want to make any mistake, but to the script, to the judgment, it's very simple, all right? I, of course, commit not to violate the Security Exchange Commission securities or the regulations or the laws of the SEC, any laws, all right? That's always my intention. And of course, I'm committed to that. And any fraud or any misleading or any, of course, I do commit to that. I never want to violate the law or it's my principles or ethics as a person. So yes, 100%, I'm committed to that, as well as you. So this is to ASH MUfreh, right? So none of us should like exception. The law is the law. We follow and abide. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing is, let me clarify the notion about the MLM, and it's very clear. Okay, any business that entails where people make money by joining in each other, if they make commissions, that's not a lawful model. In general, I'm anti-money games in general. So yes, of course. So this is also something I'm committed not to ever entertain. And multi-level marketing, clear in America, United States of America, it is not illegal, my understanding. Though I am not in any way interested in the business model, as we're not talking about a business or any vision, okay? We're talking about currently general. I'm not the concept. I did in the past, but I don't see it today, all right? So it's that simple, just to be clear. So it's not about MLM, right? Or about a business model where, in my opinion, I'm not a legal, I'm not an attorney, but it could be a game. Like, how do you make money for no products are sold or any actual services and all of that? So this is not us, all right? And we want those activities ever, all right? Not in the United States. I don't believe in that concept. Out of morality, of course, legally as well. Okay. So this is clear now. As I said, my wife was a relief defendant that is dismissed. Beautiful news. And the other thing, 8-year barring of what? Very specific. To be an officer or a director or on a board of directors, okay, in a plated company. It's that simple, all right? I'm not gonna thrill you. I'm not even into that. So I am agreeing not to be on board. I'm not saying I'm never gonna do that. I don't know what the future, but though we had to litigate this and we had to debate it in a way and argued the term, but then it is what I am not going to be an officer or in a publicly traded company. So does that mean I can run a private company or be on a board or like, yes. All right. Without ever violating the SEC's regulations or any department, any regulation. It's that simple. So many of your questions were thinking about the future, Onpassive. We don't want to get distracted. Past is past. This is where we stand. This case and this allegations are behind us. No admit, no deny. That's all I can say for now. All right. This case is, the matter is closed. That's really good. So we can move forward. We were definitely delayed for a long time. So am I committed to the dream 100%? I'm not going to talk about that today. So I don't want you to get mixed up, all right? And we stand with Onpassive. It is there. You're logging into Onpassive Eco, all right? But we're choosing and deciding that vehicle is still has issues, still has pending things to be settled and resolved. It is wise to consider a different vehicle. It's that simple. With that, I want to thank you and congratulate you for making it throughout the most boring piece of ash, probably, okay? And that's all I have. So thank you so much, and God bless you all. Back to you, whoever's running this.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ash, being transparent and honest here today and addressing this topic. I think it's something that we all wanted to hear from you, from your mouth, what you have to say. Thank you all the panelists for being here as well today and attending this webinar. But more importantly, guys, thank you to everybody around the globe who was tuning in today. That's it for short and sweet. We've all got information. It is now onwards and upwards.
Thank you very much, my good brother. Wallace. Let me first thank the organ of this conference for putting this together. When it can rightly be said that the country is at crossroads. This morning, I received a post from a good friend of mine from Liberia. That post, he says poignantly, why is it we are so concerned about the conflict in the Gaza Strip and with our media houses on a daily basis, yet there is a conflict in Sudan, which has occasioned perhaps the worst humanitarians in the recent past. When there is conflict in southern Cameroon, where children have not gone to school for years, yet there is a conflict in the Democratic Republic of Congo, yet there is an ease in Somalia, yet there is an ease in the Amhara region in Ethiopia, yet there is an ease in Central African Republic, yet there is insurgency in northern Burkina, Chad, and an ease in Guinea. And I myself, what is the problem? And I answered by saying, it is because we do not write. It is because we are defined by others. And as long as we are defined by others, as Malcolm X said famously, unless the African in the continent is no black man or woman will be respected outside of the continent of Africa. There is wisdom, therefore, as my good friend Dr. Shem said, for us to begin to ask the question, who are we? And what can we do to regain confidence and in our rightful place in the world? Nostalgically, we talk about Mansa Musa and how his pilgrimage to Mecca changed the world. We romanticize our past, but the reality is that our continent can do better because she did many years ago. I remember reading one of the most iconic speeches ever delivered by an African in the year 1906 at the University of Columbia by South Africa's Pixley Kaisa Seme, The Regeneration of Africa. That speech went into history, talked about daring movers of Pan-Africanism such as Sylvester Williams, such as Marcus Garvey, talked about many things and said that Africa must regenerate. He reminded his audience on that day that the African spirit remains. 12,000 ships took off from the western coast of Africa to the Caribbean. 12,000. 1.8 million lost in the seas. We do not know how many died when they arrived. 6 to 10 million taken to the Arab world, with 99% of the men castrated. That is Africa for you. Then after they were done with slavery, came up with the colonial project. They sat in Berlin, parceled our continent into